For over 30 years after the Cold War ended, the global stage often felt like a solo act. The United States, with its unparalleled economic strength, military might, and vast network of alliances, largely set the rhythm. Sanctions could cripple economies, naval power could project force anywhere, diplomacy was often a multilateral effort, but almost always led by Washington. But that era is undeniably fading. We are witnessing a profound reordering of international power, and few developments underscore this shift as dramatically as the deepening, long-term strategic partnership between Iran and Russia. This isn't just about tactical convenience or shared enemies. This is a foundational alliance forged over 2 decades, explicitly designed to reshape the global order and, yes, fundamentally challenge American dominance. Let's be clear about what this 20-year pact entails. It's a multifaceted agreement spanning military, economic, and political spheres. Militarily, we're talking about far more than simple arms deals. This involves deep integration. Russia, for instance, has been a critical supplier of advanced military technology to Iran, including air defense systems that significantly complicate any potential aerial strikes. In return, Iran has supplied Russia with crucial drone technology and precision-guided munitions, which have proven highly effective in recent conflicts. We've even seen reports of joint naval exercises, signaling a growing interoperability and shared strategic outlook, particularly in the Caspian Sea and potentially extending to the Indian Ocean. This isn't merely about buying and selling, it's about mutual technological advancement and coordinated military postures designed to deter and complicate Western strategic planning. Economically, the pact is a masterclass in sanctions evasion and the construction of parallel financial systems. Both nations are under immense Western pressure. Their response? Build their own resilience. They are actively working to bypass the US dollar in bilateral trade, using national currencies or even barter systems. Consider the energy sector. Russia, a major oil and gas exporter, is helping Iran develop its own vast yet underdeveloped energy resources. There are talks of gas swaps, joint oil ventures, and even connecting their banking systems to bypass SWIFT. This isn't just about mitigating existing sanctions, it's about forging an alternative economic network that can operate independently of Western financial leverage. For nations like Iran, this collaboration is a critical lifeline, allowing them to monetize their resources and fund their strategic ambitions despite isolation. Politically and diplomatically, this pact strengthens a new anti-Western axis. Both Moscow and Tehran advocate for a truly multipolar world, one where no single nation dictates terms. They find common ground in their opposition to perceived Western interference in sovereign affairs. This translates into coordinated diplomatic efforts in international forums, mutual support for specific regional actors, and a shared narrative that champions national sovereignty over what they view as Western-imposed norms. Their influence in organizations like the Shanghai Cooperation Organization or the expanded BRICS bloc gains significant weight from this unified front. This isn't just about making noise, it's about building a formidable counterbalance to the existing international system. So how does this specifically challenge US dominance? Firstly, it severely complicates the efficacy of sanctions. When 2 major energy producers and military powers collaborate to circumvent restrictions, the punitive impact diminishes. Secondly, it creates new military flashpoints. An integrated, more capable Iran, backed by Russia, changes the security calculus in the Middle East significantly, impacting US allies like Israel and Saudi Arabia. Thirdly, it erodes US influence in key regions. As these nations deepen ties, they pull other countries into their orbit, creating alternative economic and security architectures that exclude the US. This 20-year pact isn't a silver bullet for either Iran or Russia, and it certainly doesn't mean American power will vanish overnight, but it represents a sustained, deliberate effort to chip away at that power, piece by piece. It forces Washington to confront a more complex, interconnected, and determined opposition. The world is no longer just seeing competition between great powers, it's witnessing the deliberate construction of an alternative, resilient power bloc. This alliance signals a fundamental shift in the 21st century geopolitical landscape. It compels us to ask, are we entering a new era of blocs, reminiscent of the Cold War, but far more complex? What new strategies will the US need to develop to navigate this evolving challenge? The future isn't fixed, but the foundations for a very different global order are being laid, and this pact is one of its cornerstones.